The Tennessee Titans surprised a lot of people by finishing with a 9-7 record last year in Mike Munchak's first year as head coach. That, despite the fact they lost their best player on offense anyway, wide receiver Kenny Britt, to an injury in the third game of the season. Their next best player on offense, who I'm sure would call himself the best player, I'm talking about running back Chris Johnson. He was healthy but seemed to be a shell of himself after a lengthy holdout. If Johnson can return to form, if Britt's knee is 100%, Nate Washington emerged as another viable threat at wide receiver last year, the Titans could really have something on offense. Now, there will be a new starting quarterback this year. Veteran Matt Hasselbeck came over last year, did an excellent job, was a big reason the Titans ended up winning those 9 games, but he is headed to the bench in favor of second-year man Jake Locker from Washington. Now, Locker is considerably more athletic than Hasselbeck. He does not throw the ball as well, and one can't help but wonder, is this one of those moves that, is Locker in fact better than Hasselbeck right now? Or is this a case of Locker's a young guy they invested a high first-round pick on, they want to see what they're paying him that money for, they want to see what he's got, they know what Hasselbeck has. You know, if I was a Titans fan, I'd be hoping for the first scenario. I'd be hoping that Locker's actually better than Hasselbeck, but I would be fearing the second scenario. I have to think that Matt Hasselbeck at this point is better equipped to lead this team than Jake Locker, but maybe Locker will prove me wrong this season. He will, as we said, have some weapons at his disposal with Chris Johnson, Britt, and Nate Washington. Titans play in a very winnable division. The AFC South, a weak division. Houston won the division last year, the best team in the division, but by no means unbeatable. And the other 2 teams in the division, Jacksonville and Indianapolis, have absolutely no shot at winning the division. So if this team can make some strides, if they can improve, they could challenge for a playoff berth. Now, they were soft in the defensive front 7 last year, made a couple of changes, bringing in defensive end Kamarion Wimbley from Oakland. They hope that'll upgrade their pass rush. Defensive ends last year on the Titans combined for only 11 sacks. That's not getting it done. If this team can improve that pass rush, if Locker can play well, they have a legitimate shot at unseating Houston as AFC South champs. As far as the Super Bowl goes, that's a bit of a long shot. 60-1 out in Vegas, 124-1 on BETDAQ. That's right, Titans can be had at 124-1 to win the Super Bowl. This is a team that went 9-7 last year. By no means do I think the Tennessee Titans are going to win the Super Bowl this year. But I'll tell you what, at 124-1, could be worth a couple of bucks.